Deba dooba da ba deep ba doo da. Wow, this is loud. So remember that I said we're gonna meet some fresh boys. Do I have a? So this enemy is gonna show up a couple of times. They actually don't use it too much. But here's what you gotta know: not every enemy is completely visible, and this enemy in particular is kind of nasty. You want to use your shotgun to figure out where they are. And once you have a bead on them, shoot them down. I really like how they're used, though. Because, well, for one, your flashlight flickers whenever they show up. 2, they're melee enemies. And 3, they remain visible once they've been made visible. And finally, they're never used in packs greater than 3. I think the biggest pack is 3. Your flashlight always flickers whenever they show up. So, in any other game, they would have been super annoying. But congratulations to the DUSK team for making this enemy bearable. Like, seriously, big kudos. Like, there's so many ways to easily fuck that up. However, that's really the biggest spook of the level, if I remember. I like this part a lot. Because it's like, they still, they physically exist. So that's really nice. That's quaffabia. Oh wow, you get morale once you're beer. Oh, that's cool. Now, as you can imagine, this place is gonna go the fuck down once you pick up that key. The fight's a lot harder when you don't use your weapons properly. Now I get a machine gun back and they get the perfect scenario to use it. It'll be a staircase of dudes. That being said, your pistols will work fine here too. So if you would rather save your pistols, your fancier ammo for later, great place to save a couple of shots. Because really, your pistol does the job just fine. Now we get to this part. This part's kind of neat. I really appreciate the remarkable accuracy of your shotguns. Now, there's a good reason you might want to do this. There's a good reason you don't want to do this. It comes down to you, really. You see, breaking those has a benefit. It also has a downside. I don't have a mortar, so I don't know where to give me all these mortar things. Because once we pull open this lever, the scientific definition of shit's about to go down happens. And they gotta deal with these motherfuckers too. But it's an alright fight. Easy enough to do. Just gotta keep your head cool and your... I'm sick today, by the way. I'm staying home sick today, and there's a good reason for that. My intestines are just fucked up to all hell. I don't know why. They just are. What's happening is well, you probably want to hear all the details, but let me oh, that's where we were a bit ago. That's neat. Let's just say my head doesn't feel good, my stomach doesn't feel good, and my stool isn't that good. Everything is up shit creek. Luckily, it's not that kind of shit creek. So, at the very least, I'm spared the uncomfortable on sitting on a toilet for far too long. On the downside, I still have to sit in the toilet for very long. And you might say, I'm not interested in this. Listen, you're watching a fucking video game where I'm going into a fucking thresher. How about you not fucking lecture me? You're the one watching this shit, you know. Look at they all go stop. As if that would help. For Turbo Troubles, we are awarded a gun and the super shotgun. I was so glad when I found the secret because it's such a good secret. This is also the first. We're approaching the first level where we start to get. There's something up there. There has to be. We are approaching the first level where things start to get a bit funky. Also turrets. They're not tough. In any other game, those turrets would have been hella tough. But here, not so much. I like the physics in this game. They're very soft. Which is good. Now, I gotta say, the threshold levels are pretty damn spooky. I gotta give, like, again, Dusk is a very good spooky game. It's a spooky game I can play for one. I don't like spooky games. I don't ever want to play one. But Dusk, I guess it's all the combat that kind of makes... What the hell? Okay, we'll just put him against the wall. I want to play Staxel, and record that, but we both know that everyone is currently playing Staxel. Oh yeah, this is fun. Like, suddenly it's an open area. However, you really want to use your hunting rifle in this area. Because there are a lot of enemies on rooftops, and they are all going to fuck you up. Sorry, but the crosshair is kind of small in this particular incarnation. Let us quaff a beer. Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's so cool. Now, if you know what you're doing, you can use those guys against them. You can have some infighting occur. That's a homing projectile, so... Oh hell, those are turrets too. Yeah, I really need to find the crosshair sometimes. I had a really nice dream last night, and it's kind of going to do something that you guys are probably going to be happy with. I had a dream about angels with scaly wings. It was kind of different. For one, the motivations of everyone were kind of different, but it actually went past the ending, and it was kind of neat. I appreciate it. I appreciated having a nice in-depth dream. I guess I could talk about it. So... Oh man, I don't even know if I want to talk about this because it's such a fucking stupid dream. For one, the dragon rule is kind of different. It was actually limited in the same sense that video game rules are limited. Like, suddenly there's just a drop-off, which I found hilarious. In retrospect, in the dream itself, I was like, so that's why. Because fucking dream logic always works like that. I'm trying to get lucid, but the fact that I'm remembering them at all is step one. Where the hell did you come from? Where are all these guys coming from? They're just showing up now, I guess. Okay, well, if you're just gonna show up, then... Wow, those are high aiming. I don't know why. I cannot wrap my head around up being that direction. I don't know why it confuses me so much, but it just does, okay? Like, I want up to be next gun, not pre... Why would you do it that way? Why is down next? Down is bad. Down is the non-fun direction. Up is the fun direction. Up is, let's step it up. Why is it down? Because Doom... No. At least in Doom I could fucking change it. You piece of shit. Let me change my swap direction. Just make it a fucking toggle switch so everyone that does it differently can get pissed off, too. But, yeah, my dream. Reza was surrendering instead of being a fucking asshole about the whole situation. And unlike the other ones where it's like, let's kill him anyway. Actually, the whole scenario was different. So I guess it doesn't really apply, does it? That's dream logic for you. Also, there wasn't a meteor. It was just the Dragon World was tiny and they wanted to go some other place. And humanity lived in underground cyberpunk places, which were pretty fucking cool, now that I think about it. And they wanted the Dragon World because it has an open space. Interesting. This is actually the second dream in a row where I've been in a very large, bright open area. I think my dream is trying to counter me, because I remember that many of my dreams are kind of take place in... They're not necessarily dark places, but in memory they're always kind of like vague and blurry and shadowy. So I think my dreams are trying to counter me, which is hilarious. I love it. Keep going. I love these dreams. They're good dreams. What key do I have? Yellow, green... but yeah, I goddamn musical stinger. Oh man, I remember another part that's kind of interesting and important in some respects. This not though. This is something else. I don't know what Mighty Sickles is. What was it again? There was a detail that was kind of important. Oh yeah. I watched that video on Valerian and the Go Fuck Yourself team. And when I watched that, it kind of came back because humanity was apparently on Rez's side or something like that, and they just wanted the whole place to themselves. Which again, like I remember the dream before that I had, that I remember at least, was all about, what was it again? Vacation house or something like that. What were the exact details? Because the exact details matter more. Yeah, I made a vacation house. I said, fuck it. I don't know why. Vacation houses show up a lot in my dreams. I don't know why. Let's go have a vacation. I guess I miss it. Because in the end, it was actually kind of fun going some other place. Having a nice big refresher. This is actually kind of cool. I'm surprised they only do it this little. Fucking make that crosshair better, man. Like, Jesus Christ, I can't see it. I like my crosshair big and flimsy, so I can be like, oh, look at that crosshair. Hey, hey, hey. That's where the good book belongs. I love the Great Thresher. It's, for one, a pretty good level. But besides being a good level, it's just a thematically strong idea. Of, like, you have to crawl into a Thresher. Like, that's... Like, you don't want to. You're like, this has to be, like, the bad ending, right? Nope. Welcome to progress. Welcome to fucking progress. Ingredients you. I love this one. It's like, do I have to go? So next time, welcome to the actual super spooky parts that are like, before it was kind of thrilly, now it's just scary. But in order to compensate for this, I'm going to use a cheat. What was it again? So this is a power-up. It's called Super Hot. I also doubled up my speed. So we're going to go in super hot, super hot, super hot.